Okay, here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a story time. So I decided to kind of bunch up a few stories that I have and just make it into one video because they're not that long. Some of them aren't that long. So I decided to just put a bunch in a video and we'll go from there. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and hopefully you guys get a good laugh out of these stories because they range, like it's so all over the place, but they're really funny. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. So the first one I like to call the intruder. So this took place, I honestly don't know, I think I was about 12 years old or something, and basically I was here at my house and my cousin Yvette, once again in another story time, Yvette was here spending the night. I think we were about, honestly I don't know, I'm gonna say we were about 10, 11, and my brother was probably like 7, 8, somewhere around that. I don't know, we were young. And so she was here, we were on vacation, so she stayed with us a few days because to just hang out and to also like we weren't alone. And yeah, so at the time I guess there was like in my neighborhood, and I live in a good neighborhood, like I don't know why this was going on at that time, but I guess there was some like shady things going on. There was like people dressing up as like mailmen, I don't know, like people dressed up like that that weren't actually delivery people. So they were trying to like get into your house and, you know, rob. So I guess that was kind of going on at the moment. So my mom had told Yvette about that, just like look out for that, don't answer the door to anybody because there's just some
sus things going on.
Anyways, so I think we just fell asleep downstairs on the couch, or we just decided to sleep downstairs, and Aaron was upstairs in my parents' bed because they had already left for work. So I went ahead, we were just sleeping on the couch, and I heard a doorbell, and my doorbell is so scary, you guys. It's like like it's so loud. And the way my house is set up, okay, let's say like the couch is right here, I was on this far end and the door is like over here and there's a window, so if like you were to like see through, you could see me on the couch. So that was always a big fear of mine, like people looking at inside and stuff. So I remember that I was in that spot and I had a big blanket, so I just put it over myself and like kind of like made myself like seem, I just like kind of put myself in a weird position, so if they did see me they would just think that the blanket was just thrown there, and that didn't work. So they kept knocking. So I guess I grew the courage and had the balls to go check who it was, and I checked, and we have a peephole. I checked and all I saw was just a big like light, but keep in mind I was like half asleep, so I saw a light, and for some reason I don't know what it was. Basically like, let me show you. I don't have my light up here. Oh wait, I think I do. This is all I saw, you guys. Literally, this is what I saw. So keep in mind I'm also half asleep, and for some reason in my mind I just thought that that was a gun, and so I jetted upstairs and didn't think about Yvette, forgot about her, and I just ran upstairs. So I went to Aaron because I kind of knew what was going on in the neighborhood, and I don't know why I woke Aaron up and I was like,
it's time.
And so we had already kind of discussed like a little plan. If there were to be something like that, we would hide it in the attic. And so yeah, so I was like, let's go. And then I guess Yvette got up, saw through the peephole, and was freaked out as well. Like she saw me freaking out and she ran upstairs as well. So we were freaking out. My mom had just went to work, literally like not even like 15 minutes ago. She had just left to work. And so then she met us there. She was like, okay, let's get in the attic, let's run in the attic. So we had in the attic, and Yvette, like I don't know if I had a phone at the time. If I did, I didn't have it with me. So then Yvette got her phone and was calling. She called my mom and like she said, someone's at the door. I honestly don't remember what she said, but it was like super panicky. Her voice was so shaky. I was crying. Aaron was like half asleep in his blanket, like not caring what was going on. And then so she was like, someone's here, someone's trying to break into the house, blah 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 blah. And then my mom was like, okay, I'm going now. I'm gonna make a U-turn and I'm turning around, going back home. And then Yvette was like, no no no, like she didn't want my mom to like come, and like my mom get like, in her mind, what we thought there was like an intruder with a gun. So Yvette didn't want her to like be in that situation and then like get hurt. And so then like I'm crying, like bawling my eyes out. I want to die. This is my worst fear ever, and it's happening. So then we get a phone call and it's from my other cousin Jenny, and we were so confused, like this is just not the time for you to call Jenny. And we get so she answers and she says,
Open the door.
Open the door. And there was like pounding on the door. And she said, open the door. I just started crying even more. I was like so relieved, but also so mad. And then Yvette called my mom, said to like, you know, go to work. It was just Jenny and Jay. And so we opened the door, and like I'm crying. Yvette's like, I'm pretty sure she was like, her eyes were watery. And they're like, what? Like, they were like, what happened? You guys, I don't know why they would do that. I guess they didn't see anything wrong with that, or they didn't think we would get scared. I don't know. But it ended up just being my cousins trying to mess around with us. I don't even know. That was so rude, and I will never forget that. And every time I hear a knock or hear doorbell, I get really scared, and like I literally like jump when I hear the doorbell. And I know that sounds so dramatic, but I really do, and I just don't. All because of that situation. I've definitely been traumatized. So the next story I'm going to tell, it happened at Disneyland, so we're gonna call it the Disneyland Sock, so you guys don't have that much context. So basically, if you know me, I get very moody when I'm tired. That's just the simplest way to put it. I get moody. Just don't talk to me when I'm really tired. So we were at Disneyland the whole day. I was with my family, and Jenny came with us too. So I was so tired. You guys know when you literally go to Disneyland like from like 8 a.m. to like 12, you're exhausted, your feet are hurting, and then you have to wait in the line for the tram or the bus home to your parking lot. Like that's just, this is where that took place. So we were like in the front of the park, like where you get in line for the buses, the Toy Story Mania buses, to take you to your parking lot. So the line was long AF, and I was so tired, and I had just gotten a Dumbo pillow pet. So I was holding, again, I'm guessing this was like in 2012. So I was carrying that, and I was just tired, like tired. And I think Aaron was just bugging the crap out of me. Just like bugging me, talking too much, just trying to bother me, and knowing that I was very moody. Well, I wasn't taking that. So I guess I was just like looking down. I was just really tired. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, I just had the urge. I don't know why. This is not like me at all. I haven't done this since. I just had the urge, and like he was just in my face, and then I just went like real fast. And everyone was like this hoe just really did that. And I did. The first thing that happened after, my pillow pet snatched away from me, from my dad, and the whole like bus way home to the parking lot, I was just quiet. So that one was really short, but I just really wanted to share it because it's funny, and now it's funny. At the time it wasn't, but just thinking about it now, it's like, I don't know. But I socked him in the face. he was quiet after that. The next story time I have is gonna be called Punch It Up instead of Pump It Up. I had a daycare provider, and I was really young. I had to be like 7 or 8. I don't even remember, whatever. And she would take us to a lot of different places like Chuck E. Cheese, Peter Piper Pizza, Pump It Up being one. Like, she would actually, like, you know, take us out, so that was really cool. You guys know, if you've ever been to Pump It Up, it's a jump around place basically. It has like inflatable castles and stuff, and just jump around, pump it up, whatever. And they had, I don't even know if Pump It Up is still in business, I really don't. They had like these big boxing gloves, like huge boxing gloves, like I'd say like this big, and you'd put them on and like you just, you know. And I was just sitting on one of them, minding my own business, and I was sitting on one of them talking to my daycare provider, and all of a sudden, like I was literally talking to her like this, and I was just sitting on one of them, and literally I get yanked by the hair, pulled back, I do a reverse somersault, and these two girls pulled my hair. Like, that's so rude. Number one, who does that? Okay, we're kids, like it's fine. Now thinking about it. But number two, who lets that happen? Like, what daycare provider lets that happen? Like, you know? And I wasn't taking any of it, once again. So then they tried to like pin me down on the floor. I guess they were play fighting, but I wasn't. Homegirl wasn't. That felt so real, and it hurt. And so I went in full attack mode, and I took two of these girls, and I was attacking them as well. So I was on the floor, and I just remember like throwing out like punches. They were trying to pin me down too. I remember like I was on the floor, so their legs are right here. I remember like scratching one of their ankles really bad, and also their back. Like I got up to their back and I just scratched it. I just scratched up their back and like messed them up, like for real. Like I probably did leave scratches for them. Like once they got home, they did have scratches. And I wasn't playing. They were trying to pin me down. I was just, I was like going like a wild monkey, and I think I was the one who got in trouble, but they snatched this wig first, so I don't know. I honestly truly remember being super upset about that situation, and now it's funny, like it's all good, but I remember being so mad because in this situation wasn't doing her job and definitely let that happen. So that's why her kids got scratched up, and she had to explain that to the parents. So whatever, I was pissed, and I just went ham on these girls because, you know, they deserved it after they pulled my wig and I did like a backflip. But whatever, it's all cool though. Next story time is, this one's actually kind of funny, you guys. It's called The Lost Letter. This was about in like 6th grade, I think. And basically, this is when like O2L was popular, Awesomeness TV was popular, all that stuff. And basically I was so like fascinated with O2L. I loved O2L. I really liked JC, and I wasn't like
in love with like JC, like oh my gosh I love you. Like
I really just thought he was so cool. I liked his videos. He was my favorite in O2L, so I was just really into him and his videos, and so that was what I was into at the time. And that was around the time he started dating Leah. At my school, this teacher, her daughter was friends with Leah, and Leah would actually come to our school quite a bit to kind of visit, and like she was with her daughter. So, and the daughter didn't go to our school, she was older. This was in middle school. I would see Leah here and there at my school, literally when I was in like doing computer lab work, like she was there. And then once Leah kind of got into like Awesomeness TV and like Kids React, Teens React, she was obviously in LA more, and so she didn't visit that much, but she still was friends with the teacher and her daughter. So I knew that Leah was dating JC, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I can write a letter to JC and the teacher, and like give the letter to Leah. Leah can give it to JC. Like that would be so cool. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna write this letter. Like he means like a lot to me. He's like my favorite YouTuber right now, and it's just the perfect way to get it to him. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write the letter. So here I am writing the letter. Like long letter, you guys, full page. I was gonna go to her classroom after school when she was alone and like didn't disturb anybody, like respectfully, you know. And so I went that day, and I forced Jessica to go with me to ask her if she can give it to Leah. And so I was like, hey, miss.
I know, you know, Leah, and like she's with JC right now, and I'm a really big fan of JC. And so well, if you have the time, can you just give her this letter that I made for JC?
And she was like, I'm not trying to be shady, you guys. I'm really not. I'm just telling the story how it is. She was like,
like Leah's really busy right now, and like, you know, she has like our fans right now, and like she honestly, I don't know if she's gonna have time. Like she's just so busy right now.
and like that's fine, like she probably was busy at the time, but she just said it like so rude and like put me down. So, you know, I was like, my heart was crushed.
I was just like, oh no, yeah, like, oh no, yeah, like I know she's like busy, like it's fine, like I know she's busy, like, but can, like, if you just can, like, if you see her the next time you see her, like, can you just give it to her?
She's like I don't know, it's just like she's just so busy.
And then I'm trying so hard to remember, guys, if she didn't even take the letter or if she did take it. All I know it did not get to him. So JC, there's a letter somewhere out there for you that I wrote, and I know it's not in your possession. So that is the lost letter. Yeah, I was really devastated. And she probably was busy, but she was just like snappy about it. Like I don't know. So the next story I'm going to be telling you guys is when I met the infamous Jake Paul. Disclaimer, because this one is definitely controversial because of how I did get to meet him. I think that it's definitely wrong what I did, and going to people's houses is so wrong and just so invasive. And this was a few years back, and I still should have known, but this was before all the chaos and like riots started happening at his house. I'm not trying to like defend myself, but I just wanted to say that. And this is like a funny story, I guess. It's kind of spilling some tea, and I thought you guys would like to hear about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And I know that's so wrong to like go to somebody's house and expect to meet them, but this is just my story. Whatever, I did it, and I'll never do it again because that's so just invasive. So basically I was in LA, and I went with my family, and I was with my tia, tío, and their family. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am gonna take you to the Team 10 house, like, and like we can go see if they're there. And it's just last time I met so and so there. And yes, I had been there one more time. I was like, yeah, I met so and so last time, like we can try to meet Jake this time. Or like, honestly, we didn't even want to meet Jake. We wanted to meet Tessa. We wanted to meet Tessa and Erica. And she was like so down. My other family, my tia and Theo were down. It was a whole thing. So they were like, oh yeah, let's go see these YouTubers. In my defense, the day after this, he posted a video saying having like a lemonade stand with our fans. And that's when a lot of people went, because he was out there like literally like giving them lemonade. So he was like inviting them. So, but when I was there, nobody was there. And I have like videos and stuff that I'll probably insert like right here, or like, I don't know where I'm gonna insert it, but basically we were there. We got to see his car and everything. And in our favor, our next door neighbor was having like a garage sale, yard sale kind of thing. And it was a big yard sale, let me just say it. It was huge. It went like in her house, on the side, in her backyard. My parents and my cousin Imani's parents, they were like, oh, let's actually like see what's here, and like let's get some things. Like they're all about that. They were really interested. My dad's like all about that. He loves like swap meets and stuff, so he was definitely all up in there. And it was huge. Like, let me just say, we went into there and like it was great. And so we were in her backyard, and so we got to see, they had a whole bunch of trampolines. Like you got to see a trampoline, the balcony. We saw like, you guys know like the ball pits. We saw a whole bunch of those balls like on the floor. You could just see like kind of through the fence. And we were just in his neighbor's backyard casually. And I remember like we were there for a fat minute because our parents like literally genuinely wanted to see this garage sale. And they ended up like getting a few things. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So whatever, we were there for a long time, and I was just like so amazed, like looking at everything. Like, oh my gosh, I've seen that in a video, blah blah blah. we were kind of about to leave, and so my parents were in the car, my tia and Theo were in the car already, and so I went with my cousins to like, oh, let's just go see like the front of the house, like actually like the front of the house. And so we went to go see it, and Jake, Anthony, what's the other guy's name? Oh my god, I forgot the other guys. Chance and like these two other guys, it was like, I think it was one more other guy, I don't know, all come out, and we're just like so nervous. So they come out and we wait for them to actually like come out of like the gate, and we're like, hey Jake, can we just get like a quick picture? And I do not blame him for this, like this is so wrong what we did. But he was like, no, like we can't take any more pictures with the fans, even though he did that the next day. But he was like, no, we can't take any more pictures with fans in front of the house, no. And I was like we'll walk across the street or like down the street, because they live in like Melrose, so like literally you go like a block down, it's like Melrose, the strip. And so I was like, look, we can go take a picture there. He's like, no, like whatever. And then we did get to hug him, and I do have footage of this experience because of my amazing tia Bibi. Homegirl was in the car. She hopped out of that car so fast when she saw Jake come out, and she was like videotaping everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the only living proof that we met Jake Paul. So I was a little butthurt just because like we were right there, and like I don't know, I felt like just because he was right in front of me, I was like, oh, we could have taken a picture. That was wrong of me to go though, but my first time going went really well, so I thought that the second time would go really well. The last story, since we're on the topic of like YouTubers, celebrities, meeting them, I'm gonna tell you guys a story of when I met Tyga. We were again in LA. Oh man, my battery's gonna die. We were in LA, me and Joseph this time, and we were on Rodeo Drive, and we were in Balenciaga first, and I recognized him. I was like, oh my gosh, that guy looks like Tyga. And so I pulled Joseph aside. I was like, is that Tyga? Like, oh my gosh. And then he was like, no, like it's not Tyga, whatever. And so I was like, whatever, maybe he's right, because I don't really know about Tyga that much. And so we walk out, and there's a whole bunch of like paparazzis outside the Prada store. It was like 5 minutes later, and there was just like paparazzi outside the Prada store. And so I was like, it is him, ding dong head. And so we went into Prada, and he was there, and I literally, he was just there, like literally right there. And I was like, hey, can we get a picture with you? And he was like, yeah. Like he was so nice, like so nice. He didn't have to take a picture with us, and he was so nice. He's like, yeah. And then I asked a Prada employee if he could take the picture, and he was like, no, I can't take pictures. And then one of Tyga's friends took it for us, and so here's that picture. And we were vlogging that day too. We didn't get him in the vlog, but we took a picture. Here's that proof. And so he was so cool and so chill, like literally so nice. And that one was really fast because it really did happen really fast, but I should have gone with my instinct. I could have met him a little earlier without the paparazzi being there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys like the story times, or if you like these kinds of videos where I just kind of tell stories from my childhood or my experiences or who I've met a couple more celebrities as well. So if you guys want to see that too, my battery is literally just flashing, so I cannot continue this video. Literally, I cannot. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below which one was your favorite. Make sure you guys subscribe. So thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.